What I believe, now there's the terminology of public-private partnership. I believe the public sector should set the framework to empower the private sector to invest, to attract investment, to add value. If you talk of industrialization, it shouldn't be the government as such.
Now, Gabi, a frame, gifty, no friends, and Kuffour friend, a threaten, Adaya, now Onya, Akukudo Bisa Baku say, what do you want from me? You Naa Torshie, you see what we are going to do to us. More wrong number. Because Naa Torshie is standing up to them, no? And will say, I'm quoting Gifty. Also more friend in a Muslim name.
Yenim se NPP next year January 31st and on beto aba edi on flag bearer na say no ejina nipa mienu so Kennedy Okomprekon Agyapong and Abaumia esu ne gina say no good for good obi akeka na adwen kire ne yonko se de be ya obenya kitafo no omato aba no ama na omukọ NPP de wabedi omanim pen former president John Agyapong Kuffour na sinom ko bisa anse papa yi wona wadi animu pen na hwan na sefata se MPP yi no na obedi MPP ne ekoto no so aba en no kirem se de oman Ghana ekono ye hia obi a oye business man pa obi oye business na watimi edi MPP anim am ekoto aba na no na nipa bebre kirem se saade a na kyese Kennedy Okomprekon Agyapong and a former president in Canada say ope businessman abedi anim dia ono na esefata nipa bebre akasa afa ho yenkoti Kuffour ensema okafa between Kennedy Okomprekon Agyapong and Baumia ho bi emra.
What I believe, now there's the terminology of public-private partnership. I believe the public sector should set the framework to empower the private sector to invest, to attract investment, to add value. If you talk of industrialization, it shouldn't be the government as such doing the industrial or the value addition. Government should rather lay the policies that would empower the private sector to use the raw materials with value addition, to create the factories, to engage the...
But, Your Excellency, just a couple of years ago, we saw another government in place that introduced one district, one factory, and we don't seem to have seen the end of it.
You said talk is different from the investment. You want to invest, you have to acquire, say, a piece of land, bring in the machinery, get the qualified management, you must have done the business study, the target, the market. So you may have a vision that Ghana, given the lay of land, the water courses, the natural wealth, the very competent, nice people, if you can harness them and sort of engage them in producing, say, chocolates, because cocoa, this should earn a lot of money. We know that the cocoa industry internationally is an industry that generates over $100 billion US dollars every year. Ghana is the second producer of cocoa, the beans with which everything is started in the industry. How much does Ghana earn a year from producing, say, about 500,000 tons of cocoa?
Because we don't add value to it.
So the adding of value is attracting the private sector to add value to make the chocolate, or at least some form of the processes towards getting the completed
I heard you
product.
say that you can talk and you can still have policy, but it's left with the implementation. Are you saying that beyond the talk there was no political will to implement this?
It doesn't take, look.
And I'm talking about the one district, one
You must
factory.
have the idea first, and it's from the idea the talk comes. And then after the talk, the policy that would incentivize, if I may use that word, the entrepreneur. Seeing this, truly, Ghana produces premium cocoa. If I can bring machinery to set up a factory to process this cocoa, end up with making a chocolate. This chocolate, made of the quality beans of Ghana, would compete very well on the global market. And then of the revenue of over 100...
To back this, which is why we didn't see the end
You
result.
said there was policy, the beginnings of policy were in place. Attracting the entrepreneurs or the industrialists to find the capital, to invest, to increase employment for the youth, who are not direct in the public sector. I think they take time. I'm talking of the investor. Try to go to a Ghana bank to borrow because industry lives on credit. What sort of interest would you be charged? Suppose you have to get a loan of $1 million United States dollars to bring machinery in. Go to any of our banks. They may raise the money for you, but you know how much it would cost you. And then when you calculate, you do your business study, you would find that perhaps you go and borrow, you may not be able to repay.
Last year,
and some President Kuffour, former President, kind of Kwakutiabano. Now, and also answer when you say from last 2 weeks, now, Obi pa NPP to say, ni din bon triheni trihapa, Naa Torshie. Womra ko kan se mi se former President Naa Kuffour ebetena so ka se obeboa ama baumia abeka no ho na omaboa che CDC no na agina fa ko se de be ya enkoso na dollars no anim eguase na afi kra de ebaji pinso a omantimi anya wo hwe nse se mi epo obi a obetimi aboa de a Kennedy Okompreko Agyapong eno enema Abronye DC eso betutu bi de mane no na Kennedy Okompreko Agyapong the response ebre Abronye DC eni obi bia odidi Naa Torshie atem no yenkotie Kennedy Okompreko Agyapong ne nsem bi emra.
So if you have these kind of people, omu believe say, omu na kosku omu nimu nyansa, they are not creative. They only read. They don't use this.
Do you fear delegates?
Oh, yeah, you have to fear them.
You do fear delegates?
You see, you don't have to underestimate them, what they are capable of doing. It doesn't mean that they are doing the right thing. Sometimes, omu nimnia omu yen. They said the last time when I was telling them, say, listen, let's listen to Ghanaians what they are saying. Also, the Canadian Japan buy a better about the Papa will buy a better. The delegates didn't listen, although that time they were suppressed and intimidation. Now, I don't understand why Onipa intimidate bold and using the conscience. But listen to some individuals, they have rather failed the system and they still believe in them. And no nama who fear delegates say obi now when say we are say the truth doesn't help. It is only falsehood that spreads like wildfire. And some papa no makaka nyina obi pa onko di matemo enko ditro obo say they will buy into it. But then response from Atachi and Kuffour and the man just say Ghanaians are awakening and enlightened. They are not going to stick to that propaganda anyway. So the delegates need although we are sophisticated, still money can influence them. But we are not. But I know this time, almost 10-11 months, what NDC has taken us through now. I know this time pressure now. Who say resilient? They are not afraid to jubilate. First now boys obiati ho din because ofru nyane yonku eko report no. The threat is still there. Just say you throw a threat you. Now Gabi Efremi gifty no friends enko for friend a threaten adaya na onya akukudo bisa about say what do you want from me? You Naa Torshie, you see what we are going to do to was more wrong number. Because Naa Torshie is standing up to them, no. And will say, I'm quoting Gifty, also more friend in a Muslim name, threatening some become Naa Torshie. Yeah, the guy told me to also report to my guy back. This kind of things, it doesn't help. Even members of parliament, I'm going to release a video next Monday for you.
This Monday?
Yeah, this Monday for you to see a member of parliament inciting his tribe against me. I didn't even know tribe or no. Also, on in our parliament, we serve on the same committee. Na me mpe kukumba for us. A serious politics. Need you. I'll release the video. First time me boni dini. Need you. I have his video inciting cucumbers against me. I didn't even know so a cucumber. That is bad. Politics are yellow. But I've been calm. What I say, I just ignore them. Attaching, come me I respond. No. Why I'm not going to respond to attaching and say, even President Kuffour did not tell me. Heathrow Airport say he is not fit to be president. Heathrow Airport, and that time Kuffour won. Intina mwa say when ya kukudro na FAD Kuffour the minister okoje. Yeah, but this time first in a choir and come first wakana or my shut them and the filthy words or lose a mimical World Bank. You and I the filthy words he used to describe Kuffour Chiramewa London Heathrow Airport. And he said, Onukura one in free Kurobako. Otimi di dinner term a year where I made you did I'm nobody. Until I'm not going to respond. But onkai so or conscience onkai asemwa or Katramo Heathrow Airport. Madam is so nasty about Kuffour. I've never said me buy and I'm a catching a Kuffour. You never have made him a minister. But I didn't say anything. And I'm not responding to anybody. Whether I'm just staying focused. What I say, I'm staying focused. Where I did detraction. Person here now can be now only message. And Ken Agyapong on your presidential material when you say Sabre I mean say may respond one some my exposed room inefficiencies. Because they were waiting for Ken Agyapong. Omo meet you and say ebedi dimatem emambu funam respond no more use no. And they don't have a message. They are not telling Ghanaians what they can do or the delegates what.
I Kennedy Okompre Agyapong ni semi na kwoti aba no. Aha, good news TV GH so make us asem say mon subscribe to our channel munyam comment say the ba anu yi ana say reply bi esefata say the besum nyina e ba besum afa de mon san share links no ma afefo no mu de ekoso social media tintan videos so my Ghana ene ye mantam nsem ni nyina edina ne kalala makra nyina.